Hi, I am Jebasingh, the Director of Officers IAS Academy. Now let me talk about how to fill the mains application form, also called as detailed application form or DAF. Many students think this as just a biodata or something to boast about, do certain wrong entries or some entries which they think right and later end up and getting very low marks in their interview. Each and every entry is very, very important. Friends, like most of you, I was also a civil service aspirant and I went for 2 interviews and both I got very high marks. Based on that experience, let me share few things how to fill this mains application form. Friends, this form, this mains form, this is for your personality test. Based on this form only, the UPSC board, the interview panel is going to see your personality. They are going to enter into your personality through this. Now, whatever you think of boasting or doing something, claiming yourself as debate, I was a great orator, excellent in debate, so many things, finally you may end up in problem. So let me explain you how to end. It's very, very crucial. If you follow my advice, take my word, you can cross 200 marks comfortably. And remember that this is the form through which the UPSC panel, interview panel, is going to see your personality or enter into your personality, because based on this only they are going to start generating questions and ask and know about you and know who you as a person, whether you are suited for Indian Administrative Service or Indian Police Service or Indian Revenue Service or Indian Foreign Service. No, based on this only they are going to enter into your personality and assess your personality. So let's start with the first entry. Let me see. Now, see, roll number, which you don't have a say. Name, fill the name. Email. Now, email ID, many of us, some students I have seen creating some funny email IDs because during their college days they would have created and they'll still continue with that now. Now, please, if that is the case, please change your email ID. Make it very simple, which is your name. Okay, and or with your name and date of birth, whatever. But don't, I have seen some students filling some historical names and funny names because just during college they would have created, and that is the chairman of the board is also going to see and will may ask explanation about it, for which you may not have a proper explanation. You may look very silly in front of the board. So first is think about that email ID. Then comes your date of birth, which you cannot change, and address for correspondence. Now, address for correspondence, if you are in Delhi, if you are in Chennai, Hyderabad, because you are studying in some coaching academy, normally students have the tendency to put that Delhi address, put their Chennai address, Anna Nagar address. No, my dear friends, please make this address for correspondence whatever your native place, because indirectly you are telling to the panel, I went to a coaching academy that near Karol Bagh or near Anna Nagar in Chennai. No, better avoid. Better put your native place address. Anyhow, the correspondence nowadays everything is online. Anyhow, the correspondence and all will go to your native place. Then, when you fill that address for correspondence and also permanent postal address, ensure that mostly it should be same, because I don't want you to fill an address of wherever you are taking coaching. In case if you are taking coaching, if you are not taking coaching and you are doing it in your own place, well and good. Now, second comes that address. When you fill, if there is a possibility of adding a village name, please make it, nothing wrong. Because you are a rural student, you may stand good in front of the panel. They may think, oh, again from a rural area, this person has come against so much odds. So your personality may look better. So if there is a possibility that you can add some village name there, don't hesitate, because I have seen some students who are from rural areas but don't mention, just they put that district, city and go away. No, add your village, because from there also the questions may start. And in case if you are from urban area, now then no choice you have, and don't worry also. Okay, don't worry. Just because you are from city, they are not going to reduce marks. But if you are from rural area and if you can add your village, please make it very clear in your DAF. Then once you go to that place of birth, no mother tongue and all, you will fill whatever be your mother tongue. Now I am talking about the place of birth, the 7th entry. Now there also there is a scope for your post office, town or village. Now say you are putting some Keshod, don't just put it as a Keshod or Madanapalli or some, add village, Madanapalli village, Keshod village or some Andipatti village, if there is a possibility. If it is a village, nothing wrong, it's better in front of the board. You from rural area, you may have some additional advantage. Then you go to, next is your 8th entry, community, which we don't have a choice of discussion here. Now comes 9th is whether physically challenged and all. So then comes your, your name of father. Now, name of father, I have seen some students putting some initials. Say, you can say M.K. Azad, M.A. Azad, Maulana Abdul Kalam. Better expand it. See, after all, he is writing his initial, his father's name, your grandfather's name. I can understand. But if there is a possibility of expanding, don't give initials. Now, you can S.E. Ray, Subhash Chandra Ray, that can be an entry for the UPSC to see your personality. So, always expand your name. Give sufficient scope for the UPSC panel. These are all doors. Okay, if you keep those doors, UPSC will open that door, that interview panel, and will be able to enter your personality. At that time, after your mains exam, you have sufficient time to prepare on those things. There are different techniques to score very good marks in your interview, which I will teach you later. But as of now, give scope for the UPSC panel to enter into you. So keep those gates there. Now, say, when your father's, what is his service? Now, I have seen some students trying to boast there. No. Be humble there. Don't big businessman. If he is running a small thing, make it very clear there. Don't try to boast yourself there, exaggerating something. No, rather that may sound later, it may sound negative, it may turn out negative for you. So whatever it is, I am not telling you should you should not write the exact thing. You should write the exact thing, but don't exaggerate. That's what I want to say. And again, coming to state which your father originally belonged, district with your mother originally belong, and all these things. If there is a separate district, you may say, no, my mother was also brought up in Chennai or say Patna, so I'll put Patna. No, if mother's origins are somewhere, some other district, say Vaishali district in Bihar or Dharmaburi district in Tamil Nadu, no, better put it there. Even though she may be brought up in the city, state capital, but her origins are there in some other place, better put it as, because there you are keeping one door there. No, because UPSC panel may start. Oh, you are from Vaishali. So your mother is from where? What is it famous for? So from there you can start. So always leave sufficient space. Now put those entries now itself. So your father's original district, mother's original district, anyone, they are not going to ask certificates. Whatever their origins, please mention it clearly. And here also, please ensure that your father's, then your 13th entry, O's. There, they have asked their father's present address. Now, wherever they are asking you address, earlier also I told, now that address, always remember, expand it. I am in MG Road. No, don't write MG Road. Mahatma Gandhi Road. Now give space, that is an entry for the UPSC. From there they can start the interview. So always expand it. And if there is a possibility that you can add near, in that road there is a church road, Velangani church road, or this mosque, if something nearby, if definitely some churches can be there, some mosque can be there, especially students whose religion is Hinduism, they can always make it a point, they can write about the church, because from there they can start, oh, that church, what is it about? Being a Hindu, if you talk about that church, what is it? It's good. It reflects that you are above Hinduism and you are an Indian. Similarly, if you are a Christian, if there is some good temple there, in every place has temple, you can mention it in that address that near this near Ganesh temple, say number 32 Jagdish Park Road, near Ganesh temple and Airport Road, this. So always remember, give space or put some gates for the UPSC panel to enter into your personality. And as I told you, if there is a possibility of adding some near mosque, near church or church road, something, I'm not asking you to change the address, the same address, if there is in that road, if there is nearby some church or temple or mosque, something you add, from there, yes, they can start. And being say if you are a Christian and you are telling near Ashtalakshmi temple, Besan Nagar. Now, yes, what is that Ashtalakshmi temple about? They can start. Then you can tell this is about our Hinduism, which is what this temple is known for, this, it is known for its architectural. Many people from across religion come. Now, panel will be very much impressed. Being a Christian, this person is talking about this temple. So, give that gate, place that gate now only. Later, because UPSC has to enter into you, UPSC panel has to see your personality. So put those gates now only in this DAF form. Then comes that present postal address, mother's present postal address, mostly it should be the same. So there, as I told you, address, not just mere filling of the address, have this in mind and fill that address. You can add certain things. Then comes your educational qualification. Now your 10th, 12th, whatever degree. Now there also don't use abbreviations. Expand it. Now if you have studied in say Mother Teresa School, Ignatius School, Saint Anne School, or Ramakrishna Mission, don't put RK School. Ramakrishna Mission School. Then they may ask, oh, you are from Ramakrishna Mission School. What are the qualities which you learned? What do you think about Ramakrishna? Then you can talk about the secular principles, whatever. Then UPSC panel will think you are a secular person. So please, again, here also in your 10th, 12th or your degree, that name of that institution, when you fill, please remember, you should expand it and give some space. And if you think some unique thing like Mother Teresa School, say St. Anne's School, Ramakrishnan, better put it in bold letter. It means caps, not bold, caps. So that it immediately catches the UPSC panel's attention. The chairman will see immediately, then it enters, then they can enter into you. And there is a sufficient time for you after your mains exam. You can prepare for all those things. I'll tell you later, once mains gets over, I'll tell you how to convert those things into marks. That we'll see later. But as of now, since you are filling the form, please follow these things. Now, then comes your educational qualification. After that, 15th entry. Also, where you employed. Now, many students do this mistake. Very royally they say, from 2014 passed out, after that no entry at all. Then panel asks, I was preparing for civil service. No, that is a very bad word. They think that you are a liability to the country, you are wasting your resource, or you are not contributing to the GDP of the country. Now you may tell, sir, but I really didn't do anything. No, rather I will say something your father is doing, if it is a home business, uncle is doing, something you can add. I was there. UPSC will be more happy if you say I was a salesperson in a particular shop run by my father, rather than telling I am preparing for UPSC. Now, if you are a fresher, say 1 year only, last year first attempt you are cleared, then no problem, you can leave it. You can leave it empty. But if this is your second attempt, or especially third, fourth, or fifth attempt and all, please fill something. If nothing is there to fill, no, my father is working in government, so I cannot do anything. Mother is also, uncle, no, then at least do something. Taking tuitions, you yourself put one name. Say Alpha Tuition Center, you are running that tuition. Why? If the panel asks, oh, you're running tuition. Yes, sir, I wanted to enter into the prestigious government service, but at the same time, I don't want to be a liability to my family. And using my resource, I was thinking I'll prepare the next generation, so I'm teaching them. But one caution, never mention, I was in some UPSC coaching academy, I was taking some class, I'm preparing some, no, that and all is the wrong word, bad words in front of the panel. So please avoid that UPSC coaching things there, but something tuition, or working in father's shop, or working in something you can mention there. Yes, definitely the panel will try to find what exactly that job, what to do. As of now, you may not know that, because just like that you are putting that Alpha Tuition Center, that and all, there is 3 to 4 months time for you after your mains examination where you can prepare. So don't worry as of now. As of now, just fill something, but again, ensure that whatever you fill, you will try to know later. Okay? Because just like that you cannot come out later, and if you don't prepare in that 3-4 months, then your interview will be finished if they start asking. So keep that in mind and fill something. If you are already working, really working, then no issue at all. You put wherever you are working. I worked between this for first 2 years in, say, Infosys. Then after that I shifted to HCL, whatever. Exactly, you put it. And what was your place of employment? There also, in case if you are really working, you can add that name, because from there the questions may start. I was working in Nagar in Gujarat. Okay, I am from Tamil Nadu, or I am from say Andhra Pradesh, but I was working there. So that and all can become a question, because they'll find to know, since you are working there, what exactly you have learned. Have you learned Gujarati? Means if you have learned Gujarati, then they'll understand, okay, this person is having that all India character. So that and all they'll see later. Friends, next comes that most important thing, that 16th point. What is this? Prizes, medals, scholarships, sports. Now here many people do lot of mistakes in this area. They try to put debate. They say orator. Please avoid. Don't increase the expectation of the board. Be humble. Don't avoid this word orator, debater. Yes, you could have done. I was a quiz, I won this quiz at the state levels. If possible, avoid it. I'll always say, be humble, because moment you put debate, orator, quiz, the panel's expectation will go up and you may not match. So, better avoid these terms. Second, some students, I've seen many Tamil Nadu students, Andhra students, they start writing that I won Tamil Mandram award, I was no, or Telugu literature award. Please, you yourself portraying that you are very regional. You may think, why this fellow is telling like that? Yes, panel may interpret, because Tamil Mandram award, then they may go inside and you may start defending your Tamil, this, that, then you will end up, because this is, you are applying for not a Tamil Nadu Service Commission or Karnataka Service Commission, you are applying for UPSC, which is conducting the Indian IAS, IPS, IRS, IRTS, IRS, IFS, that Indianness is checked in you. So, better avoid that. Then the third thing, what you can use, you may ask me. Traveling. If you have traveled, yes. If anyone likes traveling. Not necessary that you should have traveled across the India. Something you would have seen. So, traveling is a safe hobby. In case you panel asks, okay, you are traveling, which place you like the most? You can, in case if you would have some place, you can say I visited Rajasthan, where our great kings used to rule, or which place you want to visit. I want to visit, say, Cellular Jail in Andaman once, where our people like our freedom fighters like Tilak and all. So you will be able to display your personality later. Now you may also say, I haven't traveled much, sir. No, whatever, everyone travels, every human travels, at least in the local, wherever you are. Later, you can develop that 2 to 3 months. You have time. So traveling is one hobby, safe hobby. If you are really good in singing, but many students sing, but when we hear it, it's so horrible. So let me be very frank, if you are not a good singer, don't put singing. Okay. Now, but if you are listening music, then yes, that is a good hobby. Then good in the sense where you can, your personality can be explored better. Then they'll ask, well, which is it? If you are a say Andhra student, don't sing, don't tell I listen Telugu songs, rather tell Hindi. If you are a Hindi student, say I listen to Malayalam songs, Bengali songs. So that all India character, that you are above these things, because after all you want to enter into Indian some administrative service or police service. So that can be displayed using these things. Now, especially if you are a Christian, Muslim and all, you can add yoga. Now, yoga, you don't need to be an expert in yoga. Anyone can learn. If you already know yoga, good. But if you do not know, learn 1 or 2 months. It's good for your health and it will keep you at peace when you go for the panel. Those 2-3 months after your interview, you can do that. So, all those practices can be done. So, even yoga can be done. And don't put, I was a college secretary, union president, unions, it sounds good. I always tell my students here, even you can put 7th standard assistant class leader, school one house leader, orange house leader, some leader. That sounds much better, because one way you are projecting yourself, you are very honest. And honesty is one of the quality or the personality trait which is UPSC is expecting you in your interview panel. I always say, even if you say don't know in your interview panel, you are going to get marks, because you are honestly admitting you don't know. So similarly, if you say 6th standard, no one is going to check whether you are in 6th standard assistant leader, even if you are not. I was not any leader those days and all. So if you are like me, still you can put it, no problem. But that sounds better rather than this union, college union, that and all may give one activist personality which may not suit later in front of the panel, UPSC panel. So avoid that. Then if you are, I had one more thing I wanted to say. If you have learned, say especially for South Indian students, you are Tamil student, Malayalam student, Karnataka, somewhere if you know little Hindi, please, I have written Pratmik. You write it, that sounds good there. Being from Tamil Nadu, you have written say if you are from other state, if you have learned some other language, you can slightly mention it here, nothing wrong. It may look good in front of the panel. So that you keep in mind. And regarding the sports, NCC and all, you say I was in badminton, safe. They may ask you, so you are a badminton player? No sir, just for my fitness, I used to play every day in my flats, near my, along with my friends. That sounds good. And this badminton is something which is going to, I'm just telling example as badminton. Anything, badminton you can put, or local football, something you can put, because there if it appears, means physical fitness is also good only, which is because as an officer you should be fit also, something of that sort if it is there. Anyhow, when you enter the panel, they are not going to check your certificates and all. So you can be humble also, at the same time put like that. And in case if you had been NCC, NSS, many students I have come across, they had been in scouts, they had been in road safety patrol. Please mention it. Because I don't have certificate, whether I can mention? Yes, you can mention, nothing wrong. Because anyhow you are going to go empty-handed inside the UPSC entry board. They are not going to ask you, you are scout, which give me that certificate. So no need to worry. So you can mention NCC or NSS. Some students would have done. Even if you have not done, ask someone who was there in NSS and ask what they have done. They would have visited some village. So mention something. It should not sound that you are not participated in anything. However, avoid that I was a gold medalist here. If you have got gold medal, mention it. But just because I have to impress the board, don't do that. And another thing, common mistake they do is watching cricket. Now I don't know whether watching cricket is a hobby these days. Everyone watches, including me. Okay. Now everyone we watch cricket. Now that I feel instead of that, then they may ask cricket. Then we will get caught later. Women's cricket, how women's cricket, our Indian cricket there and all, you will get caught because many of us just see our men cricket and say this is cricket. So better avoid because it's a very common thing. Reading. Also many students put, yes, you can put, if you are reading novels, write it reading novel. You can be more specific in that area. Even if you are a singer or hearing music, if you want to be little specific, if you really listen to music, be specific. At the same time, show your personality trait, like I told you that, say, reading means how you can show, when they ask you, you can talk about some good autobiographies, okay, or something which was displaying about the social problems in our country, something, because they may ask which was the latest book you read, okay. So keep that in mind and put it here. And again, like music also, display your all India character. Don't, if you are from Tamil, if you are from Karnataka, I listen to Kannada songs there. Don't mention, please. Okay. If you hear songs, yes, put it. Listening to songs, you can put it now. Later, specialize in that 3-4 months about some Hindi songs, Tamil songs, Telugu songs. So when they ask, you may be able to sing also that song. You should have learned by that time, and so you can show your all India character at that time. Then friends, I think most of the things we have completed, but still, yes, and yeah, again I repeat, in that prizes, this, that, don't show off too much, be humble, avoid this debate, orator and all. Then comes this service preference, and that, yeah, service preference, your 19th choice, very, very important. Now service preference, what I've done, friends, since I cannot explain everything, along with this video, there is a description. I have mentioned clearly what is that order. Now, this is based on my experience. I have been in civil service for long, and I have interacted with so many people of other service friends. So, I have rated this based on my experience, based on the promotion, based on the power, autonomy, based on, so all these service preferences, especially, see, first 4-5 services you will say mostly you will be able to fill. After that, many services you won't even know what is this defense estate service, information service, trade service, corporate law service. Now certain services are grade 3 also, keep that in mind. There may not even be a guest house for you because new services. So based on my experience, I have given the hierarchy of services, which is also available in my Quora account, okay, and also along with the description of this video. And so you can see, and one more thing I want to tell friends, see, this form filling I am telling you, if you have further doubts, again there is a you can see in this video where it is showing some phone number as well as email ID where you can send your DAF. I'll personally see, I'll give inputs because each individual is different. And if you are not able to fill something, or if you fill but you do not know whether it is right, feel free. Officers IAS Academy is always there for you. Okay. Now here not only me, Rangarajan IAS is there, Satapathy sir is there, a lot of senior officers are there who were in service. So we can see through which you have missed out. So we can definitely see your individual DAF and give inputs to you. Now you can, that number is also there, email ID also there, you can mention it within a day. If possible, I'll myself call you and clarify all your doubts. So don't worry, individually I'll see your DAF. So if that is, if you have any doubt regarding services also, and that service thing, I've given the description. Then comes the cadre. Now this cadre, if you see, now it is into this zones I have started, zone 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and all. Now, I have given even the preference for zone very clearly, that is also along with that. See, if you would have if you would have asked, if I would have clearly said zone 1, then zone 2, the third preference can be zone 5, like that. I have given my zone preference. And within the zone, how you have to go. Say for example, zone 5, the state from which I belong to, Tamil Nadu. If you see, I would have put Telangana as first choice, Andhra Pradesh as second choice, third Karnataka, fourth Tamil Nadu, fifth Kerala. Now, if you are from Tamil Nadu, or you put Tamil Nadu as your first choice. If you are from Nagaland, put Nagaland as your first choice. Always home cadre is home cadre. But if you are from other states, now you want to know, in zone 5 I have to prefer. Then I will say, take Telangana. Based on whatever interaction, they will get a lot of autonomy, or Andhra Pradesh also doing good. Karnataka, I always say Telangana, Andhra, Karnataka and all much better than Tamil Nadu. Okay, and finally Kerala, and I'm not telling Kerala is bad and all, because of already empowered state. Okay, so there your scope of work may be less. Where your scope of work will be more, there you will get more satisfaction. I always say Bihar, UP and all very good states to work with. You are a one demigod for that area. Okay, so each state I have rated it, and specifically if you want inputs, sir, I am from say Himachal Pradesh, but still after Himachal Pradesh, then once I prefer, should I go for Agmut or should I go for Bihar? Sorry, Bihar is not in that zone, or say zone 2 Bihar or UP. Whichever, I'll explain you when if you send your DAF or you send your DAF, I'll see it, and any clarification on that, definitely I'll assist you, don't worry on that. But one important thing I want to tell regarding this zone is, this zone preference is based on my experience of my own thing. If you think no, for me this is better, you do it. Always put your home cadre, that zone, whichever. I see, in zone 4 I put first as West Bengal, second as Sikkim, third as Assam Meghalaya, fourth as Manipur, fifth as Tripura. Now, if you are from say Assam, now naturally you should not put, because I put West Bengal, you should not put West Bengal as first choice. Your choice should be Assam first, followed by West Bengal. Again I repeat, for zone 5, say if you are from Tamil Nadu, yes, naturally your choice will be Tamil Nadu first. After that, follow mine. So your home cadre is first. After that, you go with that. And zone wise, now you have to go zone wise also. Which zone is better? For that, I have also given the zonal preferences also clear, starting from first preference zone, second preference zone. So you can go in that order also, which I have already told, it is there in the description, which you can see. I have also put it mentioned in my Quora also. Friends, I think we have almost completed, especially regarding this. Then already whatever 21st choice, 21st entry, whether you have already appeared and all, you mention it. If you don't remember the roll number, put it as 100, the previous attempts and all. And socio-economic questionnaire is one more thing. No, that also may be with the panel, even though they say, let us be very careful. So keep that in mind in case if it is UPSC chairman is having your socio-economic questionnaire. Now, how you want to project? So keep that in mind and fill, because they have told they won't see, doesn't mean that you can write whatever you want. So please keep that in mind, and they'll also say any recommendations. Give 1 or 2 recommendations, whatever you feel. Don't leave it blank or anything. Keep that in mind that UPSC is going to, UPSC, the chairman may see. Just let us be very pessimistic. Even I don't know whether they see or no. But in case, just assume that they are seeing. Keep that in mind and fill the socio-economic questionnaire. Now friends, whatever I told, I hope it would have been useful for you. Now further, because each individual is different, each person is different. Now how to strengthen your own DAF? Definitely I am there, and you can always, if you have further doubts, please mail it to the email ID which we have mentioned here, or the phone number. You can WhatsApp that, or directly call that number and send it, get the email ID or send it to this email ID. You can also get my number and talk to me, so that, and send your DAF. I can see entry by entry. If there are any specific correction you want me to do, definitely I'll go through it. Not only me, I'll also ask Mr. Rangarajan, who's my colleague here, who was also in IAS, and many senior officers are there in Officers IAS Academy. I'll ask them to see, and I'll also individually see your DAF. So don't worry, and I'll give, if possible, if you're in Chennai, or somewhere nearby Bangalore or somewhere, if there is a possibility, better directly bring your DAF. So let us sit. So I'll fill in the sense whatever you fill, I'll see it. Any corrections are required, I'll tell you. But if you are from, say, I am in Patna, sir, I am in Delhi, sir, I am in Calcutta, I am in Hyderabad, then yes, you can mail it, and over phone I'll try to give you feedback, and I'll also ask Mr. Rangarajan, my colleague, even he gives it through Skype, he can give you some feedback. So that way we can assist you individually. We'll see your DAF if you require. And I hope it was useful for your filling of the DAF. Please keep this in mind. This is the DAF is through. They are going to see your personality. The UPSC is this. You have to keep multiple doors for them to open and enter and see your personality. So please keep this in mind and fill your entire DAF. And don't just like that keep boasting there in the DAF. Please keep this in mind. And I wish all the best for you. Best wishes for you to get an interview call. So you have to do your mains, which is very crucial. Your 1750 marks, very crucial. So do very well. So even All India first rank last year, he attended the interview coaching here. Even whoever got the highest mark in interview last year, he was also the student of Officers IAS Academy. So friends, we are there to take care of that. So best wishes from Officers IAS Academy for your mains examination and interview, and for you to get your dream service. Thank you from Israel Jebasingh, Director, Officers IAS Academy.